welcome back to another episode of Starcraft 2. Now, when last we left off with our last episode some month ago, hopefully. Maybe not, maybe it was a month and a half if I did my channel update video like I was supposed to do last time I did a bunch of recording, which didn't happen because I was doing 5 or 6 or 7 different things with my computer for 5 or 6 or 7 different videos, and everything got corrupt and I had to do it all over again. So, when last we left our friend Arena, we did 3 missions, I believe. We did... Oh, what did we do now? We obviously did Cutthroat because that is what our last mission says, which I know from experience, far too much experience, has to do with the adjutant that we find from Tarsonis. So we obviously did Tarsonis and Cutthroat. And in Tarsonis, as my memory is coming back to me, I recall... Hold on, my memory is coming back. I've been messing around a lot with StarCraft 2, playing with custom campaigns and all that in my downtime. So I've got to remember what happens on each side, and I think I just did it really my standard way. I went in pretty much immediately, got all the Diamondbacks, and started going after the trains. And I'm pretty sure I got all of the fiber samples, but don't quote me on that. You can go check the other video and put a funny over here somewhere linking you there. We did Cutthroat, which I'm pretty sure all of my units at some point died. Or was that... Anyway, we went Cutthroat. We learned... we found out on Tarsonis that the Dominion found an old Confederate adjutant with... that classified us as a terrorist. Now, for anybody who knows StarCraft, it's fairly obvious. You know, if you're trying to take over a government, you're going to be considered a terrorist. I'm sorry. Like, that is, I'm pretty sure. Well, not quite the definition of a terrorist, but pretty close. Anyway, anywho, then we went to Cutthroat to what's it called? The Dead Man's Port, that's the one. We went to Dead Man's Port to find Colonel Orland, the only one in the galaxy, in the known galaxy, that can hack the Dominion's encrypted network. So, apparently, we found something, as Mirahan puts it, exciting in the adjutant. And he was planning to sell it to the Dominion. So we bought Mira's Marauders and crushed Colonel Orland. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure I did a slow push with tanks and bunkers and all that, but I could be thinking of another time, so I sincerely apologize about that. And I think we watched the cutscene in between the mission, but I'm gonna watch it again just to kind of get my mind in the groove, you know. And yeah, let's get right into it. Oh, what was that other mission that we did? Was it Meinhof? I don't think we did Meinhof.
Sir, the decrypted adjutant is back in the lab and ready to go.
Well, old girl, we dug you up on Tarsonis. Were you online during the Zerg attack? Do you remember anything about Arcturus Mengsk being involved?
Mengsk, Arcturus, ex-Confederate officer, civilian prospector, founder and leader of the Sons of Korham terrorist group. Status, criminal. Accessing intercepted transmission 0081 to 0086 Alpha.
This is Duke. The emitters are secured and online.
Who authorized the use of psi emitters?
I did, Lieutenant.
What? The Confederates on Antigua were bad enough, but now you're gonna use the Zerg against an entire planet? This is insane!
She's right, man. Think this through.
I have thought it through. Believe me. You all have your orders. Carry them out. I will not be stopped. Not by you, or the Confederates, or the Protoss, or anyone. I will rule this sector, or see it burnt to ashes around me.
Holy... I can't believe it. We can nail Minx to the wall with this.
I would also like to point out very briefly that me recording this again after 2 weeks is actually quite a treat, because my other computer at the house that I live in regularly, let's call it that way, don't ask, is, I would switch the resolution, but that would screw up the recording, so I'm not gonna do that. But it's a hell of a lot blurrier than this, and I really mean that. If anybody knows what 720 pixels for resolution looks like, it's very similar to that.
I can't believe it. That recording proves it's all true. Mengsk, Tarsonis, all of it. What will you do now?
Tell the people. Every man, woman, and child in the Dominion needs to know what their beloved Emperor is capable of.
The backlash will be awful. There'll be riots and uprisings everywhere. But that's just what you want, isn't it?
It's a start.
The crystal is growing, and it appears to have some sort of antimatter? Gravitational anomaly? Non-standard phenomenon? Hovering over it? I'm now convinced that the crystal is drawing power from the ship, but in ways so subtle as to be undetectable. It is non-organic, but has a molecular structure as diverse and complex as any organisms. It's developed an intricate matrix that makes it tough and surprisingly flexible. An alloy based on this crystal would have impressive damage mitigation. The structure of this matrix also suggests some sort of energy storage system. There might be something to this. The Protoss are so far beyond us. We must seem amoeboid to them. I'm not an English professor, so I'm going to assume I said that right. Oh, you SOB. Now, I'm going to get out of this so you can hear me better. Now, I typically go for the weapon speed one, the one that boosts your weapon speeds, because in the last mission it is incredibly important, and I can't remember if we've gone to Zil yet. It is incredibly important to have your siege tanks firing. They cannot stop. Because if they stop at any point in time, you die. It's just the way it's going to work. So, that's what I'm going to do here. Okay. I feel like I was supposed to do something else.
I gotta know, just what was it went down between you and Mengsk? Seems you boys were tight once.
I used to think Minx be a force for change. Fought alongside him right up until Tarsonis. That's where he crossed the line, by using Zerg to murder the whole planet. He left Kerrigan there to die because she called him out on it. Turned out he was just as rotten as the Confederacy ever was.
Damn, you sure know how to pick your friends, Jimmy.
Emperor, much has been written in regards to the tragic fall of Tarsonis. Toloski's investigative documentary, Imperial Dawn, even claims that you brought down the Confederate system by assuring Tarsonis' fall.
I've heard these conspiracy theories before, but the fact remains. The Zerg invaded Tarsonis en masse, and no force in the universe could have stopped their onslaught. It was a very terrible day.
Toloski's film highlights the seeming convenience of the aliens annihilating a corrupt government that you yourself spent a lifetime trying to overthrow.
Millions died that day, and you speak to me of convenience? Yes, I strove against the evils of the old Confederacy, but never with the object of personal gain. When I was called upon to take up the heavy burden of leadership, I did so only to ensure our continuing survival as a species.
Striking words from the Emperor himself. Up next, Zerglings allergic to lemon juice, old wives' tale, or new super weapon in the fight for humanity.
And we don't need to look at anything else here.
Those goofy mercs are still using vultures, can you believe it? Damn things are death traps, even when you ain't got people shooting at you.
Careful now, Swan. My old vulture saved my skin more times than I care to remember. I ain't gonna listen to you trash talk a classic piece of engineering like that.
Classic? I suppose you'd call them that. Of course, most folks like a bike that don't explode on them when the repeller seals freeze up, or the fuel cells start leaking radioactive waste. But hey, who cares if it's a classic, right?
No one likes a smart-ass, Swan.
Depends on the person, actually. It's my answer. Alright. Now, that's all done. We got everything we want from here. Some of these are pretty good. Some of those are pretty good in the vehicles section. But I prefer saving my money until siege tanks. Like, I'm sorry. Ooh, we got options. So we have Zill, where we get the siege tank. We have Valhalla, where we get the raid.
Contains records proving Mengsk ordered them.
We get Meinhof, the
Refugee
Hellion,
populations from across the
and Belshir for the Goliath.
On Belshir.
I would not want to try this game without siege tanks.
Now, first I want to check something out, because I've got a feeling I made a mistake last time. I did get all three research. Okay. Alright. Usually I go for Valhalla because I want to get the Thor, which would be the next mission after Valhalla in that stream. I want to get that as fast as possible. But I think today I'm going to go Siege Tank. Because that way I can go after this mission and get all the upgrades for the Siege Tank and not have to worry about it ever again. And be able to use them in Valhalla and Meinhof and Belshir and really not have to worry about it.
So here's the deal. This place is a morgue. Whatever used to live in these ruins up and died millions of years ago. Before they went missing, the Mobius team reported artifact radiation emanating from that big old hunk of rock over yonder. They brought a big damn laser drill to burn the way in.
Laser drill? That thing's a monster. If the Mobius team had access to that kind of hardware, they need to think about what could have wiped them out.
Reckon we'll find out soon enough, partner.
For coffee without cream in it, that's actually really tasty.
Watch your corners, boys. We don't know who cleaned this place out.
Better be good.
More Terran thieves. The mysteries of this place offer me.
No!
You will pay for your transgressions with your lives.
Okay. At least we know what happened to the other expedition.
Yes, sir.
That is really unfortunate.
Hold up there. Those Protoss cannons will tear us a new one if we try to advance. Swan, you promised me siege tanks. Where are they?
Settle down, hotshot. They're coming. These babies will knock those cannons down from a nice, safe distance. Fire the cover. What's that? You gonna give me orders?
Oh, I suppose.
These new siege tanks work just like the old ones. When you put them in siege mode, they get increased range and firepower. They can't move in siege mode, so if you need to reposition them, just switch them back into tank mode. You got it?
I don't know about you, but I found that kind of loud. So if you guys think that my videos are too loud in gameplay or not, since I don't overlay my audio, I record all of it and then edit it all at once, kind of thing. Please let me know in the comment section. I will try and get on it as soon as I hear about it.
Let's roll! Lay it on me!
Let's get some siege tanks deployed on the high ground. They can pound that Protoss stalker before it even gets close to us.
Considering the fact that the Protoss are the only race that has stalkers, I don't know why he actually has to say the Protoss stalker.
Got no patience! Fire the numbers.
Mind you, then again, I suppose, depending on the specific cast, which we'll learn more about that in the Protoss campaign.
Mobius base local net accessed. Decrypting security overrides. Transferring control of base structures to you, Commander.
And here the going gets real.
Fired up. 174 gigawatts. The power of the sun at your fingertips. Now get it aimed at that door and let's get cutting.
Laser output is good. Drilling will take some time, but there's no other way into the temple. Sir, the Tal'Darim are mobilizing their forces against us.
So we set a perimeter and protect the drill until we're through. Just glad we've got siege tanks.
Hello?
Big job, huh?
That was a big lag spike.
What's our target?
We need bunkers and siege tanks defending that laser drill. We got no chance of claiming the artifact without it.
SCV ready.
The sooner I do it... Now I remember why I usually go to Valhalla. If you go to Valhalla and a couple missions, and do a couple other missions, you can get automated refineries, which reduce the amount of supply that you need to put in SCVs, and therefore the less resources. But I shall deal with it this time, for...
Sir, I've managed to access what's left of the Mobius Expedition sensor net. I'll route it through your map so you can see what the Tal'Darim are up to.
I want to put him right there. Xander, you're not playing hard difficulty harder to swarm. You don't need to press S and then B. You just need to press S. I do also need a BS.
Ready to roll out. Roll it.
Oh, I was just slightly late. That's okay. You see, we're all friends here. We make mistakes, but of course, if you're Protoss, you want to kill me, so it doesn't help so much. We're good. Do I have? I should, but do I? Should be under here. Yeah, there it is.
Roger.
Not enough.
SCV ready.
What I wouldn't give for chrono boosting right now. chrono boosting is something that you can do as a Protoss. It, if I recall correctly, it increases the speed of production by any structure that you put it on by 22.5%, I believe. Don't quote me on that.
Well, butter my biscuit. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Well, screw you and your not enough minerals.
Not enough
Let me
minerals.
siege tank. There we go.
SCV ready.
Now we have one siege tank. We're going to place him over there. I also want to take you and go V.
SCV ready.
Get some upgrades for those
Not
siege
enough
tanks.
minerals.
I don't
Not
care.
enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Fueled up, ready to go. I'll give it my best shot. Go ahead. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I'm going.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm actually mashing the A button right now. The attack button.
SCV ready.
You would desecrate that which belongs to
I don't want to attack that, damn it!
This will not be borne by the faithful.
Sir, those are Protoss Archons. If they get too close, our men won't stand a chance. I'm giving you manual control of the laser drill. See if you can use it against the Protoss.
All right, you heard the man. Swing that laser around. We can use it to drive back the Protoss.
This is the part where I hate this.
Yes, sir. Go, go, go!
Yes, this expansion here is actually able to be taken. It's difficult, but not impossible. Gotta keep an eye on the mini-map. The little map.
What's that? I'm in deep. Rock and roll.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Yes, sir. In the rear with the gear.
Can I get this? Yes.
Insufficient Vespene gas. The laser drill has breached the door's outer layer.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Ready to roll out. Who wants some? SCV ready. By the numbers, boys.
Sir, I'm picking up the energy signatures of several Protoss relics in the area. I'm marking them on your map.
So,
Well, if there's time, we can blast them free with a laser drill. I bet Stedman would love to study them.
will do. Speak up!
Alert. Enemy air units on approach vector.
Damn it. Here, it's nothing. Those are transports. Use the laser to knock them down fast.
Additional supply depots required.
That's not... I could have sworn I pressed the shift button there.
Rolling. Big job, huh?
What was I about to do? Oh yes,
What's going on? Yo. Uh-huh. You gonna give me orders?
Come on, stalkers. That
Upgrade
supply block
complete.
is really
Insufficient
harsh.
Vespene gas.
You know what? I'm actually gonna build. Yeah.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Yeah, whatever. By the numbers, boys.
This one's always the hard one to get since it's so close to a base. And you actually have to...
Better be good.
I should do that more frequently.
What's our target?
Was there 6 there? So that means there should be 5 there. This one should have...
Ready to roll out.
I don't know if I actually risk
Add-on
that.
complete.
I trust myself. I trust my judgment on that one.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Do I want to risk it? Do I risk it for the biscuit? No. Next one though.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
There you go.
Upgrade complete.
And there is actually enough resources in this base alone to be able to do this mission.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, I think I'm gonna put...
What's that? Definitely. Rock and roll.
And if you're curious why I do that, if you're curious as to why specifically, I take the siege tank, I click it beside, then on a siege tank, then another siege tank, is so that it's as squared up as it's gonna get. I don't know if you saw the mini-map there, but there was an exclamation mark, which signified an Archon. And these 8 siege tanks, 8? Yes, 8. 8 siege tanks.
Additional insufficient Vespene gas.
The laser drill is now cutting through the door's thermal barrier.
Huh?
Upgrade complete.
Alright, mister, your job
Your dime. We hear you.
is to build supply depots. That's your job.
Sir.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Did I not? Oh, that was a mistake.
You gonna give me orders?
Oh, I did. I just didn't finish it. Whoopsie. Whatever you do.
Sir, more air units inbound.
We gotta take them out, or they'll keep dropping troops right on top of us.
Please,
Is under attack.
You know what? I don't care about that one. That one will die. That one will die. That one's dead. That one will die. So I'm just concerned about this right now.
Hey, hey, hey. We need that damn drill. Don't trash it.
Well, boo-hoo.
Sure thing. Will do.
Right. Now we can go. Ding, donk.
Mineral field depleted.
Pardon the onomatopoeia.
Give us your best shot!
But I'm ADHD, so it helps me think. Just saying random things. And I'm sorry to those of you who it really annoys. Is this still? I'm gonna assume no.
What's our target? What's that?
Upgrade complete.
Now it's just kind of sit back, make more siege tanks, sit back, wait, make more siege tanks, wait for more Vespene gas, make more siege tanks, and wait. So I'm probably
mineral field completed.
No, I probably won't speed this up only by virtue of the fact that last time I sped something up, it really screwed up my brain. I can do it. It's just complicated and messy. And I am very anti-complicated and messy.
What's our target? Yes, sir! Lay it on me. Ready to roll out.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
What's that? Rock and roll.
Thermal barrier breached. The laser drill is now cutting through the core.
They seek to befoul the legacy of the gods. Destroy them. In the rear with the gear. Go ahead. Gotcha. What's going on? I'm going.
Need something blown up?
Well, did they finally bring out their Colossi?
Give us your best. Go ahead. Got no patience for sitting around. Speak up. Go ahead.
I'm sorry if I seem kind of slow on the hotkey responses. I've got a voice diffuser or whatever it's called on my mic, kind of in the way of me actually seeing my keyboard. And I was never able to just kind of
insufficient Vespene gas.
Find the key. Like the WASD, WASD, I can do relatively okay, but it's everything with the exception of that that I can't do. And don't get me wrong, I learned, I tried learning, I continued learning. This is something I did in grade 3, and I continued to do over the years, to try and get, better reaction time with that and all that, and it's just never really worked for me.
What's that? Roll it.
There's another wave of air units heading your way.
These guys just won't give up. Stick it to them, boys.
Please. Nope, that's huge things going down. That's okay. Please don't. Idiots. Idiots. We're all idiots. Actually, no. Well, screw you in the mini-map. As long as actually, that's what I'll do.
Mineral field
We'll move this over here, this guy over there. That way, because this guy's range is something like that underneath it for its pylon power, which will, don't get me wrong, I will explain and get to. I'm going to do that in the Protoss campaign because it makes everything simpler. Just believe me, go with me on that.
Give us your best shot.
If you can fit in there, that would be nice. And if you can fit probably Rainbow in there, that would be nice too.
Rock and roll.
I really like this. I'm sorry, sorry. I'll be quiet now.
Mineral field depleted.
It's no threat to us.
Mineral field depleted.
In the rear with the gear.
I'm just gonna kind of go like this.
Yeah, whatever.
Why? Because I
Breach of the doorway core is imminent. Structure access imminent.
It is our sacred duty to stop these defilers. Burn them to ashes.
I'm in deep.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You have prevailed for now. Word of this sacrilege will echo across the stars, James Raynor. The day of reckoning draws near.
These artifacts of yours seem real popular, Tychus.
What do we care? As long as the pay's good.
Really? I'd say getting vaporized by the Tal'Darim definitely counts as diminishing returns.
Oh, that's kind of funny. So the amount of Protoss remaining, like this counter here, Protoss remaining 115, that also includes structures, such as those photon cannons, that, I don't know about you, but my Terran ain't good enough to split against Colossi, Archons, and photocannons all at the same time while losing nothing. I'm sorry, that's just not possible. Even the pros will say that. Almost certain the pros would tell you, like, in that kind of situation, you're gonna take losses. The thing you gotta do is you gotta try and get as few as possible. Could I do it? Yeah, probably. On normal difficulty. The Yippee-Ki-Yay one, the destroy 50 Protoss structures. Probably could do it. But
James Raynor, I bring tidings of doom.
Zeratul.
I have pierced the veil of the future and beheld only oblivion. Yet one spark of hope remains. You will hold her life in your hands. And though justice demands that she die for her crimes, only she can save us.
Wait a second. You're talking about Kerrigan. It's been 4 years. You show up out of nowhere.
Time is short. You must understand. The answers you seek lie within. Study it well. The fate of creation hangs in the balance.
Nice to see you too.
just so you guys know,
I've heard of these Eon crystals before. Supposedly they allow you to relive another person's memories. If Zeratul's uncovered, he was desperate for me to see it too. Well, here goes nothing.
so just a little kind of FYI, that is Zeratul in a nutshell. He shows up, he goes, shit's gonna hit the fan, here's my proof, and kind of goes buggers off to try and figure out how to stop that from happening. Anyway, the Protoss crystal continues to grow. I no longer think it's drawing power from the ship. It's getting pure energy from that spear above it, which presents a new worry. What's it doing with all that power? Is it going to release it explosively? I have to keep Swan away from the sample. He will definitely shoot it out the airlock with me strapped to it. I tried scraping smaller samples, but all my tools broke. Luckily, I found some cast-off chips floating in the tank. Wonder how they came off. In any case, the chips revealed more of the Matrix. It's keeping the energy there in a vortex. How does it move the energy so fast? It must be the fabled Protoss warp technology. For all its complexity, the Matrix is as solid as the strongest structure. I wonder if I could apply these dynamics to our own structures. Make a note. I'm learning so much from this crystal, but I can't help feeling as if it's learning from me, if that makes sense. Late. Tired. Sleep. Now. Alright, both of these are really good. This one basically allows you to build a supply depot in almost instantly. And this one allows you to gain 5 Vespene gas instead of the conventional 4 from each return trip of a Vespene geyser. I go for this because it means I don't have to build as many refineries as quickly.
Holding these artifacts is making me nervous. Can you tell me any more about them?
It's interesting. The one from Zill is different than the others. However, I think all of them once constituted a single device.
You mean they make something bigger?
It would seem so. It's just a theory, but there's an attraction between the artifacts we've collected. A kind of harmonic resonance. Given the points of contiguous translinear alignment, I think they'd be drawn together like magnets under the right field adjustment.
Okay. Well, don't adjust anything just yet, Doc. I like them aligned just the way they are.
His polite way of saying, don't blow up the ship.
I see we have a new acquisition. Is it a Protoss device?
That's right. But I wouldn't mess with it if I were you. It's a Kadaran Ehon crystal. It's a memory storage device. Lets you experience what other people have seen or done. It can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing.
Yet you don't fear it at all. You're a fascinating man, Jim Raynor. You know more about the Protoss and the Zerg than any of the experts I've read about.
That's because he's hunted so much of the Zerg, and he's helped so many of the Protoss, whereas those experts can't get within a 10-mile radius of either before dying. Just a little point I want to put out there.
We're rocking some serious heavy metal now that we got siege tanks.
Yes, sir. The comforting thunder of the big guns. Well, comforting when they're on our side.
Yeah, these newer tanks have better guns when they're on the move. And reinforced armor.
So long as they still got the range of the siege mode, the rest is just gravy. Between siege tanks and bunkers, we can hold the line against just about anything.
And that is true. Add a couple missile turrets in there, just for funsies' sake. Yes? This one is actually really important to me, because it's incredibly painful when you have to pull twice as many SCVs off your mineral line to repair, for instance, a bunker. Right. This one, it's interesting. It's nice, but it's not required. And then plus 40% damage to primary target. That means against Ultralisks, for example, they do a lot more damage, meaning I don't need as many siege tanks to kill them in the same amount of time. And yes, most definitely, because don't know how else to put it. When your bunker falls, which inevitably it will, the AI will move the Marines and Marauders forward to attack whatever's coming toward you, right? And the Zerg, the vast majority of their forces are melee based. So of course, you got Zerglings and Ultralisks coming toward your Marines and Marauders in the front lines, and you got your siege tanks sieged in the back, right? So of course they have splash damage. They're not a single target. So I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure siege tanks do roughly 20 points of damage for their splash damage in a radius of, I want to say 2 tiles, but again, don't quote me on that. And which will catch those Marines and Marauders in the blast if the siege tanks are shooting at the Banelings, the Zerglings, the Ultralisks, or whatever. That's melee focused, coming toward those Marines and Marauders. So let's assume for a second, your Marines and Marauders, they're surrounded by Zerglings, right? They're engaged in melee combat, and you've got 4 or 5 siege tanks shooting at the Zerglings, right? Without that upgrade, no way in hell all your Marines are surviving. But with that upgrade and 1 or 2 medics, all your Marines are going to survive. All your Marauders are going to survive, unless those Zerglings have +3 attack, which gives them +3 damage, and I think they only do like 3 or 4 damage. So that's 7 damage in attack at, I think, Zerglings attack stupidly fast. It's like 2 attacks every second. So it's 14 DPS, right? Which is, what, 55? So that's arguably a fifth of all the hit points on a Marine with combat shields, right? So having that 75% reduced splash damage from the siege tanks means you can still take the 4, 5, 6 points extra points of damage from the siege tank and be able to heal that damage with medics with let's see here, this one, stabilizer med packs, and use your medics with stabilizer med packs to heal that damage, all that damage, in the time that it takes for the siege tank to reload and fire again. Unless you've done some things with your laboratory. Now, I apologize if that seemed confusing.
You ain't gonna believe this, but I just saw Zeratul on the ship.
How much did you have to drink tonight, sir?
He was here, Matt, and he was hurt. On the run from something.
Where is he now, sir?
I don't know, but he ain't on the ship anymore. He gave me an Eon memory crystal, and he was desperate for me to study it. I guess he wants me to see what he's seen.
Now, I apologize for those who want to see, like, the main storyline, the missions from the star map, but I'm actually going to go back to the laboratory after I'm done with in the cantina. I'm going to go back to the laboratory. I'm going to finish those missions in the Eon crystal. That way, you know, I don't have to worry about it. It gives me more Protoss research, so that, anyway, I hope you guys understand.
So now we've got 3 of these artifacts on my ship. When are we supposed to hand these damn things over?
They got their hands full right now. The Zerg are about to invade Tirador, where Mobius' main research center is. I don't reckon we'll hear anything from them until they relocate somewhere safe.
Wonderful.
Had any visitors lately?
I don't know what you're talking about, Tosh.
Oh, I think you do, James Rayner. Something was on this ship just now. I still smell it on you. Protoss. Interesting.
Whatever you think you know, you just keep it to yourself. I hear you yapping about this, and I'll toss you out the airlock.
This is Donnie Vermillion, live from UNN. Tonight, the Zerg invasion. The battle so far. The Terran Dominion is holding firm under Zerg aggression. Our industrial complex has stepped up production on all fronts. Enlistment rates have risen within the penal system, and the Marine Corps is ready to get in the fight. The Zerg won't know what hit them.
Donnie, has there been any word on when we start pushing the aliens back?
Kate, if I revealed that, I'd be giving away vital Dominion secrets.
You think the Zerg watch our broadcast?
I know they do, Kate. I know they do.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. This is Kate Lockwell for UNN.
Oh my god, Donnie, you're going nutty. Right, back to the laboratory. Now, I apologize for you guys who say... I don't even know how to say it, because I've said it the British way for so long. You have to understand, I'm British and French. And so I try to say things the English way. I have a Canadian accent because I was born here, but there are some things that I still do the British way just out of principle, because I am British, right? So I can't even comprehend how you say it, but I know there's like 2 different ways of saying laboratory, and it's really weird. In fact, I'm sure there is.
Raynor, the hounds of the void are closing in. I impart my memory, my very essence, into this Eon crystal, so that you will see what I have seen, and that the future may yet have hope.
Alright, let's go.
Zeratul. What the hell have you gotten yourself into?
Friend Raynor, long has it been since we stood together against the Swarm. Since then, I have wandered the void in solitude, seeking an ancient prophecy, rumored to foretell the return of the Zelnaga.
The gods.
My sojourn led me to a remote world known as Ulan, where I discovered fragments of the prophecy. Yet I was not the first to find them. It falls to you now, old friend, to relive my memories and believe.
I remember playing this on the reverse campaign launcher thing in the custom campaign. It was really weird because, I can't even tell. Like, it was so weird. Fun though.
The Zerg swarm came as was foretold. And the Protoss, firstborn of the gods, rose to fight them. Now, the Zelnaga that forged us all are returning. What do they come to save? Or to destroy?
I knew you'd find your way here. Eventually.
Your very presence defiles this place, Kerrigan.
Do you hear them, Zeratul? Whispering from the stars. The galaxy will burn with their coming.
Perhaps. But you won't live to see it.
Let's mean nothing now. The storm is
I apologize.
coming that cannot be
I have some
stopped.
payments to take.
Fitting that we should face oblivion together. Fate cannot be changed. The end comes. And when it finds me, I shall embrace it at last.
The prophecy is uncertain. There is always hope.
I don't know how many of you have watched Warehouse 13, but if you have, if you haven't, there's this woman by the name of Mrs. Frederick, and every time she shows up, she's like Zeratul. She shows up, she says something that's kind of like, okay, that's concerning, and then you turn around to go look it up or whatever. You turn back around to ask her a question, she's gone. There is, however, this one episode where she walks away. And one of the people who work for her is like, hey boss. Boss just walked away. She didn't disappear. And yeah, that's kind of the thing with Zeratul.
My allegiance is yours. Arun Naladan. Oblivion. The prophecy was divided into fragments, each kept at separate shrines. I must gather them and depart this world quickly. This chasm is vast. It is fortunate that I can phase through the shadows to the other side. Ira will be restored. En Arudin Rashagal. I will fulfill my calling. Spore crawlers can detect my presence. I should stun them with my void prison. Sukdash Salak. We must not hesitate. Honor commands.
Done that. That's okay. I'll just have a little note at the end going, FYI for all cleansings.
Can detect me from across the chasm. It must be destroyed. We must not hesitate. That overseer can see through my cloak. I'd best stun it with my void prison before crossing this chasm.
Or just not go near the attacking forces?
The first fragment of the prophecy. Soon all will be made clear.
Why not surrender yourself to oblivion, Zeratul? Wouldn't it be better to end your struggle now than witness the final agonizing moments of your species?
Calling. So much for Kerrigan's reprieve.
Where's V?
Oh, Shakuras.
You require my skills. Cold is the void. Greetings, Exalted One. We are here in the service of High Templar Karas. He is nearby.
Your presence is most welcome. Let us keep moving. Honor commands.
Permit us to destroy their defenses before we proceed. State thy bidding. We move unseen. It shall be.
I will be redeemed.
I go this, that.
My allegiance is yours.
And I
Glory
go back up
to
here,
the firstborn.
go like
I am
this,
the heart of darkness.
and go.
You address me.
Acquire my skills.
I will erase the demons of the past. That patrol of brood lords must be dealt with cautiously, or we will be torn asunder. En Arudi.
I am the voice of the eclipse. Intriguing.
I will erase the demons of the past.
We are one with the shadows.
My burdens
There are clues for the reckoning. State thy bidding.
I will be redeemed. Prepare for an aerial attack. Brace yourselves, my brethren.
Still slower than usual. It's pissing me off.
Cold is the void.
My burdens. The Queen of Blades built hatcheries here. She seeks to subvert this sacred world. I shall put an end to that plan. Arun Naladan!
If you wonder why I did that, it's so that I can do this.
Oblivion descend.
I am the heart of darkness. It shall be as you say. Very wise.
I En Arudin.
That was a very weird mistake in coding.
We must not hesitate. The second fragment of the prophecy. My task is nearly complete.
Your hope is an illusion, old fool.
If you can so easily read my mind, Kerrigan, you'll see that I'll never give up, so long as hope remains. Careful now. Kerrigan has set guards to bar our way. It could be a trap. We should take them out carefully, one at a time, or risk being overwhelmed. I
am the heart of
Gotta watch these guys' shields. So their shields are this little blue bar above their health. And if that ever gets to 0 and the green bar starts disappearing, it won't regenerate
burdens weigh
until we get to it.
The banelings spew acid when they die. Stalkers, take them out from a distance.
So the eclipse.
I will erase the demons.
State thy bidding.
Whoa! Idiots! Idiots! They're absolute idiots!
My burdens weigh heavily.
I am the voice. I am the. State thy bidding.
The good news is none of them died. Wait, hold up. I always forget this bit.
For the reckoning. Go.
This hatchery must be destroyed if I am to keep the Queen of Blades from subverting this land. Past.
State thy bidding.
Whoa! The fuck! No!
My burdens weigh heavy.
That went wrong on so many levels.
Cold is the void.
Shozak Maknul.
Everybody relax.
En Arudin Rashagal. You address me? Honor command. In the service of Higher. Spine
Oh shit,
crawlers.
shit.
Kill
Forgot about
them
this part.
before they can take root and attack.
Hold.
Oblivion descend.
High Templar Kara.
That is the great thing about hold position.
My allegiance is yours. We must not hesitate.
Antaro Tassadar, Prelate Zeratul. I am High Templar Karas. My force tracked the Queen of Blades to this world, yet we know not what she seeks.
Kerrigan and I were both drawn here to uncover an ancient prophecy. With your aid, I pray we can discover it before her.
It is an honor, Great One. Lead on.
Alright.
Sukdash Salak.
I am the void.
I've placed the Ultralisk in a void prison. Bring it down, Karas. Tate. I will...
Zeratul, can you destroy the airborne Zerg?
Can't see. I have no idea if I'm attacking Zealots or
These Nidus worms must be destroyed, or the Zerg reinforcements will overwhelm us.
Zeratul has destroyed their worms. Press on.
Hey, where is Zeratul? Zeratul.
Shozak Maknul. In the service of ire.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm just a completionist.
En Arudin Rashagal. My elite. The Queen of Blades seeks to pervert this world with that hatchery. I must destroy it. There is much to answer for. We must not.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. That's frustrating. Well, at least you guys get to see me fail for once.
I will fulfill.
State
I've placed the Ultralisk in a void prison. Bring it down, Karas.
Ah, don't attack Zeratul.
Honor commands.
Zeratul, can you destroy the airborne Zerg?
These Nidus worms must be destroyed, or the Zerg reinforcements will overwhelm us.
Zeratul has destroyed their worms. Press on.
I will fulfill my calling. Honor commands.
I'm trying to think of a way I can do this with just Zeratul.
En Arud.
The only thing that's
the Queen of Blades seeks to pervert this world with that hatchery.
This.
I must destroy it.
And then, whoops. Whoa. I might die here.
We must not hesitate.
Think, dumbass!
My allegiance is yours.
I am the Void.
I've placed the Ultralisk in a void prison. Bring it down, Karas.
Zeratul, can you destroy the airborne Zerg?
These Nidus worms must be destroyed, or the Zerg reinforcements will overwhelm us.
Zeratul has destroyed their worms. Press on.
Heavily.
This is gonna sound really stupid, but I am almost certain that I can do. I don't want to do that. Almost certain that I can do this.
Address me
with just their tool.
The Queen of Blades seeks to pervert this world with that hatchery.
Oh wow!
I must destroy it.
I didn't even think of that. I just need to destroy the hatching, not the whole blade, right? So by doing it this way, there you go.
It is done. All of Kerrigan's hatcheries are destroyed. There is yet hope for
Are you
this world.
fucking insane? Are you?
Rashagal.
I am
in the service of Ire. Ire will be restored. Sukdash Salak.
I am the cold is the void.
We must not hesitate. The final piece of the prophecy. It speaks of one who shall break the cycle of the gods.
Most ominous. But if the Queen of Blades seeks this prophecy, we must keep it from her.
The rest is obscured. What?
You might peel away the prophecy's layers, Zeratul, but you cannot outrun the doom that awaits us all.
We cannot prevail against so many.
I will stand against the Queen of Blades while you escape with the fragments.
I will not abandon you.
The prophecy is more important than either of us. Reveal its secrets, Zeratul. The future rests on it.
Your sacrifice will not be forgotten, brother. Shozak.
I generally leave the stalkers behind.
Seeker before the Zerg overwhelm me and the prophecy is lost.
Crying out loud, you stupid.
Fulfill my calling.
Now, I shall become one with the Kala.
That's disappointing.
I cannot decipher the fragments on my own, yet I know who might interpret them. The preservers of Zakul. If they cannot, I fear this entire universe will burn.
Alright, well. I think that's going to be it for today, guys. And the reason I say that is because I'm pretty sure I've been recording for about 45 minutes or so, and I've got quite a list of things I've got to edit out in this video, so whether or not you see them is, well, I suppose we'll find out. But I will be back with some more StarCraft 2. In fact, I will continue recording StarCraft 2 today, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 weekends in a row. So basically, what will happen is I'll put this video out, and then 2 weeks later, instead of putting out a RimWorld video, since things that should not be named happened, and I'll put a StarCraft 2 video up. That way I can get done with StarCraft 2 and go back to RimWorld, or because there's a whole whack ton of videos on various games that I want to put out, and because RimWorld was, you know, kind of done because of reasons, it allows other things to happen. And the game that I want to play is called Oxygen Not Included, and it supports the same person that the screw it, what's it called? That the RimWorld series did. So I think that's gonna be it for today, and yeah, stay warm. It's actually quite chilly really quickly. That's what happens in Canada. All of a sudden it's holy crap, it's really warm, and then holy, what the heck happened to all that heat? Where'd it go? Mexico, if you ask me, just between you and I, Mexico must be stealing all that heat. That's gotta be how they're so hot, you know? Right? I'm just messing with you. I'm sorry. For anybody from Mexico, I'm sorry. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for today, and well, yeah, stay warm.